Good afternoon. I'm not sure how many campaigns you've been involved in now. I'm not sure whether you've ever sort of sat down and worked it out, but how excited are you by the start of another one? And does it feel different going into a World Cup campaign compared to, say, the Nations League?
On one hand, yeah, of course it feels different. You know, there's a World Cup at the end of it, but I think like the message has been all week to be back with this group of guys, to wear the Welsh shirt, to be working with this group of boys. We're really excited, and we're, as I said, we're aware of what's at the end, but the reality is it's nice to be here with this group and excited just to get on the pitch.
You look happy. You look like you're happy to be here. Personally, how much does the disappointment of 2022 and Qatar drive you on? A lot of the players have talked about that. You know, if you for actually getting there again, and if you do get there, being a lot better than you were last time.
Yeah, I think that's very fair. It's something that sticks with me, and I'm sure it sticks with a lot of guys. Like the best moment of Qatar for us was probably just the Ukraine game and getting there, and it was disappointing out there, and it's something that was tough to get over for a while, that we didn't really show on the world stage how good we can be. So that hunger to go and do it again is definitely there.
And in terms of Kazakhstan, you know, how much do you know about them? And a lot of people, I suppose, will be turning up tomorrow night thinking this is an easy start to the group, an easy win for us. But you would know from the European campaign a couple of years ago that there are hiccups. Armenia coming to Cardiff and winning convincingly. Similar position in the world to Kazakhstan.
Yeah, I think every game now at international level is going to be a tough game, and we're aware that the expectation's there, but it's not something that we as a group have to pay any attention to. It'll be a tough game against an opponent very proud to play for their country. Will make it very difficult for us, and we'll be fighting for every single ball out on that pitch. So we know that we have to be at our best to win this game.
And next, please.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem.
Hey, Ben. Can I just ask as well, just sort of picking up on the excitement around this, is how you get that balance right? Because I think you just said in the answer there, we all know what the prize is. How do you get that balance right between doing the job with such a huge prize at the end? It's just 8 games away.
I know it's a bit cliche, but it really is just a game at a time. I think we've come into camp this week, and I could count on one hand the number of times anybody's mentioned the word World Cup. It's been purely focusing on Kazakhstan. We feel like we've done a lot of work both on the pitch and in meetings purely on them. So our focus is just on the game Saturday night.
Ben, you've worked for some big personalities at club level. You've had 6 games now under Craig Bellamy. How would you now describe his sort of coaching and his communication skills?
I think one of the biggest things that I've taken from working with Craig Bellamy is that I feel like I'm learning things all the time with him. The level of detail that both him and his coaches working on the training pitch, in meeting rooms, is second to none. And I think, as I said, the biggest compliment I can give him is that I think every player in this squad feels like they're becoming better players.
And in terms of the players themselves, when you talk amongst yourselves, I know you've got to get away from football, you've got to clear your mind, but do you talk about the dangers? I think the point was made there with the Armenia game, 1-0 up, 5 minutes, everyone in the crowd has a part to play as well. It got carried away. Do you as players talk about pitfalls, learn from history, learn from mistakes of Wales, learn from the mistakes of others?
Definitely. I think there's a lot of players in this team now that were involved against a team like Armenia, and those are the games that it really gives you a shake. It makes you realise how good all international teams are, and if you're not at your best, then it can be a tough game against anybody.
Lawrence?
Hey, Ben. Do you think, how do the players feel going into this? Is top spot the aim of the team?
Yeah, it has to be, I think. And, you want to take all possible eventualities out of it. And reality is, to qualify for this tournament, you want to finish in top spot. But as I said, we really are just focused on one game at a time, and hopefully then the table can take care of itself.
And just looking at some of the players who've come in this week, Kai Andrews, how's he been on camp this week? And could we see a surprise name coming in, do you think?
That part's not my decision, but he's been great since he's come into the camp. You know, when we get new players and young guys coming in, you feel like they really bring an energy to the place. On the training pitch, they work hard, they give their all, and you know, without necessarily knowing if they're going to play or not, but having that like new spirit around the camp really drives everyone on. So we're lucky to have Kai. He's been great this week, so hopefully we'll be seeing a lot more of him.
I think I saw a message going out this week about 9 Swansea players, 9 Swansea Academy players that are in the squad this time. What has the club been doing right that has seen such an influx of players over the period?
Okay, coming through that academy was really special for me. I was there since I was 8 years old, and I think most of the boys that have actually come through have been there a long time, and I think a big credit goes to the coaches that we worked from. We've had discussions up there. We all worked with similar ones throughout the age groups, and having that stability, having that you know grounding that club gives you, and you know that understanding of how to play football is a really special place to have come through, and I'm very grateful to that club for giving me the chance I did.
Okay. Richard from ITV in the back.
Hi Ben. You've been involved in a few squads now that have obviously done very well and qualified for tournaments. How does the energy and the belief in this young squad compare with those other ones that you've been in the past?
No, look, it's a really good squad of boys. We feel like we can compete with anyone. We're confident after a good Nations League campaign, and we're really excited to start this one. I think everybody's come into it full of energy and raring to go.
Any more questions in English? Okay, dim problem. So, ewn ni drawi'r Cymraeg.